Yo, what's up guys? Doing a review at 6 a.m. because I can't sleep. so here we are. But I'm doing my long-term review, my longish-term review of the Obsidian Pro Airs. I've been using them for quite a while, and I think I do have enough of an opinion. I think I do have enough time to actually have a strong opinion, I suppose. You know what I mean. So these Obsidian Pro Airs, more control, less noise. What they're kind of meant to be, they're meant for glass. And they're meant to be a little bit more of your control option. And they're meant for glass, as in they have this layer of SMPF foam, which is supposed to dampen the sound. Although I don't know, personally, I don't know how significant it is in terms of I don't think it's so significant where it's like, oh, this is game changing if you don't like audio feedback on your, it's probably helpful, but it's not so much so where it's like dead silent now. It really isn't. But in terms of the performance, the skate material is actually going to be a little bit different. It's going to be UHMW-PE as opposed to usually PTFE or hardened PTFE or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. But with this skate material, one thing I noticed is that the durability is pretty good. So these will last you a while. Like as you can see, I've only gone through one, and this pair right here is a newer one. And I got it because to kind of demonstrate like the speed of these skates. But yeah, let me show you the speed really quickly. So this is going to be like one of my fastest pads I have. I know this is a Lethal Gaming Gear Saturn, and it's really not that, like, people consider this in the middle, but this is my fastest fabric pad. So yeah, so what they called with the skates that are less broken in, they're a little bit faster. And then they break in, they go slower. But even then, they're like, it's still not very fast. And it really isn't the dynamic friction. It feels like it's like tugging. Like I have to put more force in it, I suppose. But when it's worn in, it is slow. Like it just stops right there. I'm putting in a lot of, this is a 33-gram mouse, and I'm I'm putting in that much force. Like it is still pretty slow. So that is to give you a kind of a benchmark of how slow the Obsidian Pro Airs are. Let me show you how it is on a control pad. It's gonna be a little bit slower, not like that much slower, I don't think so, but it is slower. Obviously, it's a control pad, or at least more of a control pad. See, the newer one's like relatively consistent, I guess, but when you get into the old one, it just gets slow. It just feels slower. Actually, I guess I would say that it's just a little bit slower. It's not as much slower as you would think. I think the skate basically moves every single pad, hard pad or fabric pad, into the control direction and has them all in like a general area. So like if this is control, this is speed. Putting Obsidian Pro Airs makes all pads in this range right here, give or take. Something like that. But very controlled. Let me show you the hard pad performance. So this is the Empress Padsmith Empress speed. So this is supposed to be a speed hard pad, but even then, with these skates, they're slow. It's still a glass pad, honestly. But even then, the dynamic friction is like actually kind of heavy and annoying. So yeah, take that for what you will. Here's how it is on a not very worn in one, relatively new. Kind of hard to spin the Skyrocks in my opinion for me, and compared to my B-Stacks, but it's yeah. This one's a really broken in one, and like you just see how it stops. Like this is such a lightweight mouse on like here. At the moment I'll grab a Skyrocks stock skates. That's how far I would have flown if I used the same force. Yeah. Well, you get the point. So, yeah, these skates are really something else. I think if you're a control freak, I didn't mean to make that kind of like Joker pun, but like sure, whatever. If you're like a control freak, then these skates might be for you. Because they really, and they also, some pros of them. They're very control, which, preference thing. And they also have a lot of durability. I've been using this one skate. It gets slower when you break them in. That's one thing that's also to note. It does get slower when you break them in. Relatively relatively significantly. It's not like an entire world of difference, but it is definitely noticeably slower. So just keep that in mind. But I forgot where I was going with this. Okay, so I think I was talking about like pros, cons, whatever. So yeah, control, durability. The durability is really good. I don't know. I've never felt the need to replace these, and I've used them for a while. So I think these gonna have like an insane amount of durability. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. So I guess if you care about that, that's one thing too. But besides that, I don't know if I have much to say about it, because you know they're supposed to have the SMPF foam layering, like I said, but like it's quieter. You know what? I guess it is quite. I don't have a comparison because I don't have the UHMW-PE skates that are not without the SMP foam layering. But like in my opinion, it's quieter, but it isn't like an entire world quieter, if that makes sense. Well, I don't think my mic actually picked that up because I'm using, what's it called? I don't think my mic picked that up, but I will probably record another version right here, and I'll put the audio sample right here. All right. I think you probably got the point with that. But that's going to be my review on the Xraypad Obsidian Pro Airs. I don't have much to say about them anymore. They just really make everything super slow. So would I recommend them? Probably not, but it depends on you. You know, obviously, if you want the most control, sure, maybe. You know what I mean? Like if you really want the most control, it is a lot though. Or if you ever want to like bring like, I don't know, like a glass pad to a more controlled state, then I guess this will do as well. This helps a lot. Like this makes it a lot like, this makes it feel like a not even broken in Xraypad kin when you first get it. And like, yeah, this is a pretty big significant speed in that. So I mean, if you want to try to go in control with your glass pad, maybe that's just, you know, maybe it's a good choice for you. But other than that, besides durability, it's a very niche product in my opinion, just because the controlledness is like all the way on the controlled side, and it's, well, I mean, it's made for glass pads, but fabric pads, I say the same thing, but like it's just so slow. It's just so slow. Like it's so heavy to push this on a fabric pad. It's tiring, I suppose, compared to a regular skates. Once you go back, you know, yeah, there's a difference. But I'm gonna leave my review there. I don't think I have that much to say. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I think that's all I really have to say, just because all I can say is it is hella slow, hella durable though. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. It just takes up like speed and has like this friction, has this dynamic friction pull. Yeah. So that's gonna be it. Like I said, if you want to see more reviews or unboxings of other skates, mice, you know, stuff like that, would appreciate the like and sub, but that's totally up to you. And as I said earlier, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. But I think that's going to be the review. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Peace. We're actually stuck on